What did it do not long ago, guys? It got close to it, okay? It was pretty much right there. In this video, I talk about when extra people was just 2.10 yesterday. This is a trend that seems a little strange, okay? Okay, so I think this thing goes at least to 230, but there's a real chance it goes up to 250. That's how it is holding it right now, okay? This 230 area, it's possible that we could go back down to about $2 if we hold this area as support. The most important thing is that we need to hold, guys. We just need to keep pumping. If we don't, it will go down, and about $2 will be the next big support, okay? And if we fall below that, we'll probably finally reach 140. Okay, so basically we either have $2 or it's 140. If it does this, guys, that would be the best case situation, right? It goes above 230 because that's when it's most likely to keep this area as support, which it needs to do, right? Because then you know where the next fight will come from, guys. The exact time is 260. Okay, as easy as 1, 2, 3. That's interesting. XRP, when they had this line, right? Okay, it pumped to about 260, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 daily candles left before it goes down. That's my plan for now. Either we go over 230, that's right, which is what it's holding as. Either we keep a 2 or it goes down to 140 if we don't. Okay, easy as 1, 2, 3. If it goes down, that's the best thing that could happen right now. They don't have to waste time on this up-down nonsense because they're already doing it. They're just losing time. Instead, they should have just quickly gone to 140, right? Then they could undo everything and go back up to 3 or even higher. Okay, that's what I'm waiting for. I don't know if they'll do it, but all we have to do is hold. Guys, we're going to $140 if they don't. Old $2. A lot of people are saying that we'll never go below $150 or to $140, but I think we will eventually, even though we're up right now. Yes? The resistance level at $230 is something we shouldn't do, okay? It looks like they want to go up first and then bring it down. That was a few days ago. That's it. Look at this now. It looks like XRP will go up from here, right? Now, XRP's picture is actually crazy strong. How does it hold up something this heavy? Do you know why? This is incredibly evil, guys. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but I believe this is an OBV, okay? This sign over here, which measures the amount, I don't think I'm 100% guys, but whatever this sign is, okay? You can see where it is right now, right? It's now at 5 billion. Before it was over there at 5 billion. But take a look at XRP. The number is still in this area or range. That's where XRP is right now. This makes no sense. Let's say an asset does this, which XRP did, and we'll call it a pump. That's a pattern. It then stays put for a while, which is what it's doing now. What is that? That's the second step. The third step is the breakout phase. Since the trend is up, it keeps going with it, right? Most of the time, it just dumps down. What's crazy is that it's holding up right now, guys. On top of that, positive divergences might happen if this goes a little lower from here to there, from there to there, right? Secret bullish divergences of some kind. In the end, guys, it's very strong now. Tom Lee says Ethereum could drop to $2,500. So he thinks that's the worst thing that could happen, $2,500 for Ethereum. That's really cheap for XRP, right? Okay, let's look into this quickly. 2.5 from this low point. Take it from this low point. 2.5 takes Ethereum down about 5%. All right? In other words, XRP 172 goes down from this low. You point by 5%. But if we add a little more, say to 7%, that's 7%, 168, right? It pretty much gets rid of all the cash down there. Let's take a look. It could go down to 2,500, but we think that by the end of January, ETH could be between 7,000 and 9,000. What a huge step forward in recovery. But that's also a pretty normal thing that can happen in the fourth quarter. Yeah, I think 2026 is going to be pretty crazy. For now, the question is still whether we should go lower or not. As easy as 1, 2, 3, all XRP needs to do now is hold. Look around. It only needs to stay above 2. If it does, it's wonderful, wonderful, beautiful. Okay, but if it doesn't stay above 2 well-known numbers, we'll be going on this candle hunt next. Okay, let me say that this wick hunts, that's what I want you guys to keep an eye on because we are currently facing resistance at 230, some plus 1, 2, 3. Okay, now, what interests me, though, is that these Caroline D. Femme tweets are locked in. She's the acting head of the CFTC. We know this because I think Brad Garlinghouse has talked to her a lot of times before. The fact that Brad Garlinghouse was the first person to say lock in or Ripple shows that she has been affected by him. Hey, guys, it was Ripple. Okay. To go over this one more time, I really do get PTSD every time I see the word lock-in. Do you know why? Growth House or Ripple tweeted lock-in in December of last year. After that, we pretty much died of debt. So every time I see this lock-in thing, I feel like something bad is about to happen. That's pretty much right, and they tell you to lock in because, hey, don't sell right. You need to be locked in and focused here. That's all I have to say about it, guys. Different points of view say it could also be bullish. I've already told you what I think will happen. Oh, either we stay above 2 or we drop to 140. If we do close soon, the worst case will be above 230, as easy as 123. Let's see what comes up next. But guys, if it does happen, let it happen so we can get this thing going. Now, I need your help. What do you think? Ignatius from Sophie, goodbye. At this very moment, XRP is at a very important point in time. Now it's either do or die, or we're about to make the last bottom before we take off. That's what we're going to look into in today's movie, guys. Set yourself up. I mean, that these ETFs are ready to go from Coin Reborn. XRP just beat out Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and ETF assets that came in. Bitcoin, 100 million, 151 million, XRP plus $164 million, Ethereum plus $97 million, and Solana plus $58 million. Okay, so Grayscale and Franklin Templeton's new XRP ETFs alone brought in 67 million and 62 million when they first came out. Okay, so I'll take that. Do not know if it is true that these Bitcoin leaders are leaving Bitcoin for XRP, right? Because the fact that Bitcoin is down 151 million and XRP is up 164 million is kind of interesting, right? That looks about the same, right? So it's possible that these Bitcoin max people are finally getting it and know that XRP is real, all right? But XRP isn't losing any value either because these ETFs are just going live right now, okay? So it looks like no one is really selling or getting out. Okay, enough with the hype and all that. But guys, I found this crazy, beautiful website. It is known as XRP Insights. I found it right now. I don't know what people are writing on Twitter, but it's really cool. We have an XRP ETF tracker, right? It shows everything from the price to the total assets of your management team that is worth more than $500 million, okay? And 255 million XRP were locked. Look at how much is sent every day, right? It seems to be changed every minute. That means more money is coming in. Okay, there's no doubt about it. Guys, the money is still coming in, no matter how we're doing. Row all the way to 1 billion XRP. Which XRP will be the first to hit 1 billion? This is still a win for Canary Capital. Okay, but when these other ones go live, like BlackRock, just think about what will happen, okay? A few more are coming in from Vanek, Invesco, CoinShares, Hashtags, and Fidelity. I think there will be a big party when all of these other ETFs go live. Okay, but only for XRP. At this very moment, the only question I have is whether XRP has reached its bottom or whether it will soon. Okay, since 140 is still my goal, I've heard people talk about, oh, XRP won't fall below 150 because that's a psychological level, and other signs show that it will stay above 150. Guys, I don't think that's true. If we do go for the bottom, I think we'll go below 150. We'll talk about that in a moment. That's a little more than $100 million worth of XRP changed hands. That makes sense. Billions would be dollars and trillions would be hundreds of dollars. Quadrillion will be a lot of numbers. The value of XRP is going to trillions. Possible. Without a doubt, guys, when the Federal Reserve prints unlimited money, all it takes is a tiny fraction of the trillions of dollars they're printing, and XRP will drop to the hundreds or even the thousands of dollars right away. This is because there isn't much liquidity, and people who own XRP will hold on to it for dear life. We now have the best mix of things. You guys don't have as much cash, okay, because people don't want to. Okay, so no one is willing to sell. So picture all this pressure to buy. We got word that Grayscale just released Dogecoin and more pet Fs. On a stock market set in New York, you can now trade Grayscale's Doge and extra pet Fs. To put money into these funds, existing futures, Doge and XRP ETFs will be used as seed money for the new spot ETFs. As you can see, Grayscale's Doge stocks are already live on Arcam. Okay, now Grayscale has a lot of crypto, guys, about